Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Zuli here at Zucchini's Journey, and it's been quite some time since I last recorded a video, so I'm gonna be doing my September budget for September 2024, and I'll kind of I think the last video I had was like in April of 2022 or something, and a lot has changed. I'll be honest, since that last video, I really haven't been on a budget. I've been spending whatever, however, whenever, and I haven't really been sticking to a budget. So decided, you know what, I need to get back on it. And yeah, so that's what I'll be doing today. So let's just go ahead, dive right in. I already set myself up. So I'm using a Moleskine, whatever, notebook. I found this at Target. I don't know, it's a really big size, but I don't really know what size it really is. And I already kind of set everything up off camera, just to kind of speed this video up a little bit. But so for the first thing I want to do is I kind of just want to write down my bills that I have. But first let's do my paydays. So I want to do a separate color for each one. So this will be my rollover. Let's do this, paycheck 1, paycheck 2. Yeah, that works. Okay. This is a little awkward. I couldn't find, it's been so long since I've done a video that I literally couldn't find I couldn't find my tripod. So this is, I've got it on like a small little tripod that I have. I have my phone on a small little tripod that I had, and it's awkward because it's kind of like in my way, because I had like a tripod that like was an overhead tripod. I don't know, but I can't, anyway, can't find it because it's been that long since I've recorded anything. So I'm just gonna highlight the days, my paycheck. So I get paid on the 6th and the 20th, and then I kind of want to use a different color for each paycheck, just so I know like which bills, oh my goodness, I can't think of the word, which bills are going to be paid with which paycheck. Also, I apologize, I have the AC on, it's pretty hot today, so you hear that in the background. If it sounds really bad, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a voiceover. If I remember how to do any of this, I really don't even remember how to like edit videos or anything, so we shall see how this goes. Alright, so okay, so we've got, this is gonna be payday. Yeah, even my handwriting looks terrible because this is such an awkward angle to write things down. All right, so so I have couple things. So my budget for this month, you're gonna see I don't include my rent. I do pay rent. I don't include it in my budget, or at least on paper, because I have a separate account that I use strictly just for rent. So money gets deducted from my my paycheck every 2 weeks, specifically just to pay that rent. So I kind of don't include it because I end up getting confused if I include the my rent in my budget, because like, I don't know, I end up getting confused. So you're not gonna really see, I'm gonna put it on here just so I remember that I have to pay rent, even though that kind of gets taken off anyway, but you're not gonna see it on my actual budget. Right now I'm just kind of highlighting where I'm gonna write down the bills that I owe. 22nd, the 23rd. The 26th. The 27th. Alright, so the first obviously is gonna be rent. I pay $12.50. That's actually gonna be changing in October because they raised my rent to $1,300, but for September we'll do $12.50. I have Ollie. Here, let me actually zoom y'all in a little bit. So I'm estimating about $200 for Ollie. So Ollie is a like a fresh food subscription for my dog. So that's something that's changed since the last time I did a video. I got a puppy. She's really cute. If I figure it out, I'll put a picture of her up on the screen, but she's about 1.5 years now. I got her when she was 4 months old, and it's been great, but it's also I didn't realize, like, I knew the dogs were, having a dog or even having a kid, like, obviously a kid is a lot more expensive, but having a dog is pretty expensive. And I knew it, but like I really wasn't really that prepared for it. So it's been interesting, to say the least, having to add her into a budget and all that stuff. So I have Embrace, which is her pet insurance. I've got Citi, which is my credit card. That's the minimum payment. Whoops. There we go. Minimum payment of $218.34 for September. I also bought a mattress last year that I'm trying to pay off. And I'm gonna do $60 for that. The next thing I have is on the 15th. We've got Simply Safe, which is my it's my alarm system. And then on the 17th, I've got Planet Fitness for $26.81. Oh, the 18th, but I canceled that. Well, I didn't cancel it. What's it called? I'll put it on here just because I already Dash Pass. So I tend to eat out a lot. So I order through DoorDash quite often. So I signed up for their Dash Pass, but I actually put a pause. There we go. I paused the membership for the month of September, and I'm gonna try and eat at home in September. That's kind of like my little goal. I have an Amex credit card, which I owe $92. Is that 92? Or did I lie? I think I lied. It's 97. Whoops. 97. And then Geico, which is my car insurance, is $83.21. On the 22nd is my cooking gas, and I'm gonna put $11. On the 23rd, I have Spotify, and that's for $12.78. And then I also have, what did I have? My student loans, which is gonna be $250. The 26th is my Wi-Fi. That's $71.31. So this includes like a Netflix subscription and Hulu, because I signed up through my Wi-Fi because I was paying that separate, and then I was just like, well, I could save myself like, I think it came out to like $20 or $30 a month if I just included it in my Wi-Fi. Granted, I've got ads, which kind of sucks, but like, you know, whatever. I can deal with the ads for a little bit. Half the time I put Netflix on or whatever, and I'm not even paying attention to it, so it's fine. And then I have T-Mobile on the 27th. On the 29th, I have my electric bill, which is, I'm gonna guesstimate and say it's gonna be $50 this time. It was close to $60 last month, but I had the ACs running because we were in a heat wave. And I haven't really been running my AC as often, so I think I'm just gonna do $50 this time and see what happens. And then we also have Apple, which is $9.99. That's that like terabyte or whatever of whatever it's called. So that's my monthly overview. So I'm gonna just flip the page. I also have a couple of birthdays. I got several birthdays. I think I have like 6 or 7 birthdays this month, but I'll add that in later. I can just real quick, I'll just flip through how I have this set up. I have my monthly budget here, and then each paycheck, I do like a mini budget because, you know, sometimes it's just like, it's more like scratch paper just to make sure that I'm not going to be overspending, or I'm going to be taking out the right amount of money out in cash and all that. And then I have my expense trackers, which hopefully I don't need this many pages, but I wouldn't be surprised if I did. I have a weekly check-in here, so every week I just make sure that I'm on budget for these specific categories. I have my sinking funds tracker, and then the sinking funds that I like a tracker, another tracker for sinking funds. This is like the expenses, whatever I spend, and then this is more just like my balances for each of those. But anyways, so let's go into the budget. I'm gonna zoom you guys in, move you guys up, and I'm not going to display my income, but I will do all the bills. The only reason I don't do my income is just because I have friends, family that watch my stuff, some coworkers, so I'm not supposed to talk about, we're not supposed to talk about our how much we get paid, so I just don't want, I don't want any problems. So for my fixed income, so again, I have Embrace, which is my dog's my pet insurance, so I'm going to be budgeting $71.18 for that. Simply Safe, it's technically $31.98, I think I just saw an email today saying that they're increasing the price by $2. But I can't remember when that's going to start. I don't know if it starts in September or if it'll start in October. So for now, I'm going to put $31.98, but there's a possibility that it's going to go up. And then we have Planet Fitness, which is what did I say, $26.81. Verizon, we already went over all of these, so I'm just kind of going through them real quick. Geico's $83.21. Spotify is $12.78. T-Mobile $75.74. And Apple is gonna be $9.99. So a total of $383 even, which is funny. And then we'll move on over to my variable. My variable spending. So we have, this is my cooking gas. So again, it's gonna be, I'm budgeting $11. My electric, I'm budgeting $50. Ollie, I am budgeting $200. So now for my cash envelopes, I have groceries, which I'm going to budget $200. I live alone with my dog, so I hopefully shouldn't be spending more than that, but I mean, I don't know. It's been a minute, I'll be honest, it's been a minute since I've bought groceries, because I eat out a lot, and this month in August was the first month that I didn't eat out as much, but I think I spent, I don't know, in August, I think I spent like maybe $100 in groceries. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna budget $200 because I'm gonna try and really limit the eating out spending, you know. So gas, I'll do $60. I work from home most of the time, so I don't really spend that much money in gas. Laundry, I'm gonna do $20 because I'm going to actually roll over some money from this month into next month, so I should be okay there. Pocket money, I'm gonna do $125, and this is just for whatever BS I want to buy myself, you know. If I see like a new lip gloss, or if I see, you know, if I decide to get my nails done, even though I have a sinking fund for that, but anyway, you know, I'll just take it out of pocket money. Dine out is $150. I used to give myself a budget of, I think, $250 every month, and then I would exceed that budget by like $400 every month. So this in August was the first month that I think I'm still within the $250 range, which is nice because I didn't really exceed, but I'm gonna try and bring that down to $100. I mean, by $100 in September. We'll see how that goes. All right, so date night. So date night is gonna be interesting. I had this categorized because I was in a relationship, and then we broke up in August, and I want to continue having a date night budget because eventually I do want to. It really should be like more of a sinking fund. Eventually, I do want to start dating again. And for the most part, I would, you know, prefer for the man to like pay, but sometimes that's not what happens, and whatever. It doesn't matter. But I'm gonna give myself $50. It'll be more of a sinking fund, or if I decide to take myself out on a date, like a little solo date, I'll have at least $50 to spend on that. So that's what that date night is gonna be for. Sunday, so that's the name of my dog, that's my puppy. Sunday is gonna get $100 for like any treats or toys that she, you know, that I buy her. So this one, city interest, that's just the interest that gets charged on my credit card. I'm hoping it's gonna be no more than $160. I think last month it was $155, something like that. So ideally it should go down, but we'll see. Birthdays, like I said, I think I have like 6 or 7 birthdays, but only 4 of them that really matter, which is my 2 brothers, my niece, and my best friend. So I'm gonna budget like $50 per person for the birthdays. Whoops, that's gonna be 200 in total, not 500. More likely than not, like for my 2 brothers, I would be spending $50, but like it would be more like if we go out for dinner and not really so much on a present, because we don't really buy each other presents during birthdays and stuff. My best friend lives out in California now, so I have to kind of coordinate with my other best friend to see what we're gonna get her for her birthday. And then my niece would actually get an actual physical gift, so I have a $50 limit for that. And unbudgeted, we don't budget for unbudgeted, but this is just there as a placeholder in case I do end up spending something that wasn't within this budget. I have somewhere to put it, and kind of take it from there. So my variable expenses are $1,326 that I am estimating. So for savings, I like to keep a $100 buffer in my account at all times, just in case. Just in case I forgot a bill or something comes up, I have an extra $100 cushion in my checking account to cover that. For the most part, I like to just keep whatever bills I have in my checking account. I take everything else out in cash, but I leave like an extra $100 every paycheck. I don't add to it. It's like it stays at 100. You know what I mean? So like if I didn't use the $100 for paycheck number 1, then I just kind of roll that over into paycheck number 2. So I don't, I'll keep that 100. I don't know if that makes any sense. If I am explaining myself right, but whatever. October rollover. So I get paid. Typically, I like to keep whatever bills. Since I get paid bi-weekly, whatever bills. I need to remember to kind of roll over into the amount into the next month. But I think I get paid, I get paid on the 4th of October, and my first bill besides rent isn't due until the 5th. So I don't really need to roll anything over from this month into October, which is nice. And then sinking funds, I'm gonna budget myself for $100 into my sinking funds. So that's a total of $200. Now debt. My Mattress Firm bill, I owe a minimum of $30 a month for my Mattress Firm bill. So I'm sending them double because I have a promo going on right now where it's interest free up until a certain point. I bought my mattress last July, and I think it was a 2-year promo, so it expires next June. And I only owe, I haven't checked my balance in a while, but I think I owe like $500, roughly around there. So I'm trying to pay it off by June, but I want to whatever extra money that I have towards that I have at the end of the month, I like to try and pay it towards my debt, because I am trying to pay my debt down. But I would rather pay it towards my Citibank bill, because I'm getting charged interest on that right now. So I'm just doing an extra payment on the Mattress Firm just to pay it off by the time that the interest is done accruing. But my main focus is paying the Citibank bill down, which is a total of, I'm guessing I'm going to be paying $356 in total for September. Now the actual minimum was $218.34, so I don't even know what's that difference. 218.34 minus 356. So I'm going to be paying an extra $137.66 plus the 160 in interest. So technically, in total, I should be paying roughly $516 towards city. I separated it just because this is the first time I'm really separating I'm really trying to figure out like my interest, like how much I owe in interest and stuff like that. So this is what makes sense for me for now. And we'll see if I end up just putting this interest payment into the budgeted amount that I'm going to be paying, I don't know. We'll see. American Express is $97, another credit card that I have, which is the amount is less than my Citibank one, but I want to prioritize paying off the Citibank one instead. And then my student loans, $250, so a total of $763 that I'll be paying towards debt. The Amazon credit card that I have is paid off, and the Chase credit card that I have is paid off. But I like to keep them here just in case I end up charging anything towards it, and the next month I forget to pay it or something. I'll have like a placeholder here for it. But yeah, and then in this little section, I just have a tracker for my miscellaneous income. So any Zells that my friends or family send me, any unexpected income that I end up getting, I'll list them down here, and then at the end of the month I'll add it in total, and I would put it under miscellaneous here. And then over here it's really just my sinking funds. So that $100 that I right over here, the $100 that I am budgeting, I kind of want to break it down towards which sinking fund will get how much, but I haven't put that in just yet. So anyway, so let's do here. So this is, I already checked to make sure that this really is a zero-based budget. It is. Sorry, I have a spreadsheet here there we go. Okay, so it is a zero-based budget, but so we have my fixed would be budgeting $383, variable is $1326, debt is $763, and savings is $200. So this would be a zero-based budget, and that is pretty much it. So we are all done. So my goal really with this channel is to hold myself accountable. I have to check and see. I wanna kind of go over like my debt, what debts I have, or how much I owe. In the beginning of July, at the end of June, my total balances that I owed was about $39,000 roughly. That's including student loans. Student loans alone was a good $25,000 of that. And then I think my Citi credit card I owe about $85. The Amex one I owe about $35, and then my Mattress Firm is about $500, and that's really the only debts that I have. So I am, my goal is to pay those debts down as quickly as possible, and I am going to try and see how I can get other means of income and things like that, but ultimately that's basically what my goals are right now, just paying off debt as much as possible. Eventually I do want to start saving for a house and do more savings challenges. I'm not really saving at the moment. I do have like a small portion of my paycheck that goes into a savings account, but it's really nothing crazy. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if I'm any good at explaining things, so if you guys have any questions, just like leave them down in the comments below. Hopefully I get better at this this whole YouTube thing. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.